Hello everybody, welcome back to State of Decay. We got another main mission popped up. Sergeant Tan there is over at the bridge wondering where everybody is because he can't get... I think in the last part we got a thing there where he was trying to contact people but nobody would answer him. So now he's over at the bridge doing the same thing. So we're going to head on over there. I haven't done anything in between the two because I haven't needed to. And in fact, because of the way that the game works... oh yeah, another infestation. Because of the way the game works offline, it takes your production... fuck, there it is. It takes your production and actually gives boosts to it when you're offline, so that you don't end up, coming back. Like if you can't play it for a while, you come back and everything's fucked. So as you can see, we actually have more. We somehow generated a lot of the stuff. So I mean, like the only thing that we don't have extra of is fuel because we're not generating any of that. Technically, we're not generating medicine either. But
bad idea to teach some of your
yeah, whatever.
to other folks. It might be a good idea if you train some of the rest.
Teach Paul, eh? Yeah. But yeah, so we have more than enough resources. We have weapons. Like, there's really nothing I need to do in between parts. And at this point, it's just waiting for the main missions to pop, which, they take their time because they did program this game with you sitting there and playing it more or less all in one go, or at least with very few breaks in between. Whereas if you leave it running overnight, you actually end up with quite a bit of resources that you wouldn't otherwise. Ooh, what is this truck? Oh, it's the same as mine without the blue flames. That is just different lighting effects on that one.
Come on, you limp-dick sons of hippies! Open the goddamn gate!
Everything okay?
Bastards aren't opening the gates. Meanwhile, my boys are sitting out here like a goddamn mobile brain buffet, so no, everything's pretty much not okay.
You don't look so good.
I'm fine. Had worse the day after I learned to say red light district in German. You throw a guy out on his ass for a case of the sniffles? What kind of an army are you running?
There's nobody up there.
Yeah? Why do you think I'm trying so hard to get the gate open? Hey, here's a thought. You want to see what's over there? What the big bad army's been doing while you civilians were stuck on this side of the river? Watch our backs while we tear these barricades down, and I'll give you the grand tour. Come on!
So now this says hold the bridge, which is a really weird thing because, like, yeah, he's standing there screaming, but there's really very little reason for these zombies to start showing up the way they do here. There we go.
Let's move!
And only one bullet left, eh? That's fine.
Here we go! Fire in the hole!
There we go, and now the map is open to us, the rest of the map. Now I could get my truck, but I would then have to drive it around here past... It's just not worth it, basically, because they put this cop car here nicely. And the other bridge that you can use, which is also now open for no real reason besides the fact that, they need it to be. I also like how the sergeant sits in the back with one of his troopers while the other trooper sits in the front. But yeah, the other side is open and it is a lot easier to get around or to get through the other end than it is this end, which is a shame because this end is where the base is. Because like this here's the Fairgrounds. And most of, like, this whole thing isn't. There is just, like, a small section of it that is considered the fairground, or that is the actual base. Oh, there's, like, the actual military truck. So this truck here is actually the ones that you get in the Lifeline DLC to use. You get, well, actually, to be fair, I say you get one of them. I ended up with, like, 4 by the end of when I first played that DLC, but I imagine I probably found the rest. All right, so these are also all really good places to find guns.
Yeah, this place is a ghost town. Fuckers kicked us to the curb. Left us in the woods like an unwanted puppy.
So, what now?
You do whatever it is you do. Unlawfully seize real estate, loot the town blind, whatever. I'm going up to HQ to find out where the survivors bugged out to.
Yeah. So yeah, now everything's gone here. Now you can set up a home base.
Things are getting pretty
In
hairy
fact,
up
I'm going
there.
to climb this so that
may
I
need
can
to hurry.
show you exactly where. And like I said, the fairgrounds here, they are the other base that is, that's the same, like it's the same size as the trucking warehouse. And like I said, it is more or less equivalent. There are very few benefits of the trucking warehouse over the fairgrounds, but one of the big things is location. There's a lot more places to loot around the trucking warehouse than there is around the fairgrounds. Now, the fairgrounds,
Mate,
while a decent late
Gotta
game
look around
base,
now.
it is pretty far away. Like your last couple, like there
There's
are
a
a
horde.
few missions that take place out here, but as you can imagine, most of the ones still take place
I see some
with
place
the
a
other
scavenging
factions, which is obviously, where the
There's a
Grange
building we'll
is,
wanna
the
check out.
Wilkersons, all of them are. And,
run. That's not a normal zombie.
oh wow, 2 SWAT zombies. Oh, 3 SWAT zombies. Holy hell. 4 SWAT zombies. Wow. All right. But yeah, like this one here, the military does set up an enclave here. I do
see
believe
some
right
place with a
there.
scavenging run.
Boop, enclave. So that's where Tan and his soldiers hang out. So they do add a little bit of protection
Spotted
to
a
you,
weird
because
one.
obviously just right around them is a safe zone. And then that, which we'll go and look at, is the potential home site. And like I said, it's a pretty decent one. It's the same size. You get the same amount of stuff in that. But at the same time, defending it is both easier and harder. Because, like, give me a second here just to finish getting these, and I'll look at it again. Military stash.
Looks
There we
like
go.
that's all there is to see.
So yeah, like, as you can see, there's nothing behind it. And, like, you have the enclave there, but they give you a very small circle of protection. And, like, these military stashes, and I'm not sure if that warehouse, because it's a pretty small building, so, like, I don't think you can make any of those. That warehouse you might be able to make an outpost of, which would be good. But yeah, like, there's, like, this big empty area here, but, like, it's just that there isn't that many things that you really want to turn into an outpost around here. Because, like, yeah, like, basically these warehouses, and I'm not even sure if all these warehouses can be turned into one, because, like, I want to say this warehouse here maybe is part of a main mission. One of these 2 warehouses are. It's probably the bigger one, if I had to guess. But, like, but, like, other than that, you can go across here and set up some outposts. But at the same time, then you're constantly driving all the way back into town. And, like, as it is, since we're set up over here, whenever the Wilkersons had a mission for us, which they still have at least one, we had to drive all the way over there to fucking do it. Whereas now we'd have to drive all the way over there to do one for the Wilkersons. We'd have to drive all the way down here to do one for the Law. We'd have to drive all the way down here to do one for the Grange. And it's just so far away from everything. But like I said, it's not a horrible one. Like, if you're in... what's the other mode? Because I want to say that in breakdown mode, anything you research with the library stays researched. So, like, if you take your first round of breakdown and do up all the research, it's pretty decent as one to do. Like, in all honesty, if you're doing breakdown, a good thing to do is honestly to go and move into the Severin? Is that actually what it's called? Into this place here. Savini. I was close. Into the Savini home site, because it comes with a free library. So, like, if you go and do that, then you have a free library. You can research everything you need. And stuff like that. But yeah, like this one here, it is a pretty decent home site. Once again, you need 12 people and
quiet
50
here.
materials, which obviously we don't have, because I did, you know, kill off 3 of our guys because I didn't need them. But it's a pretty decent place. You can build the same amount of stuff as before. It comes with, I'm trying to remember, it comes with a dining area and something else as a permanent fixture. And I don't remember what the something else is. The parking, I want to say it's over there as well. But yeah, like, it's a pretty decent outpost.
Could you stop by the store
Okay,
when you
there we
get a
go.
chance?
Oh, good. I was hoping. But yeah, like, it's a really good home site. Just not for this particular game mode. Like, in Breakdown, I used the Fairgrounds a lot because it was further back. It was out of the way. Like I said, you don't really get any defenses behind it, but at the same time, there isn't really a whole lot that comes from back there. It's just like at ours right there. Like, I have that one outpost that defends our back end there, and there really is no point to having it. Like, every once in a while a juggernaut may spawn there, but it also doesn't do anything, so whatever. But yeah, just because of where the missions are in this game mode, it just kind of makes it less desirable of an outpost.
Sounds like the situation out there has changed.
Jacob survived. Good. They always survive, by the way. I don't think I've ever had, because that was like ally in trouble, and I don't think I've ever had an ally in trouble where the person didn't survive. Oh, you know what though? I can actually go down and around over here to get to the other side, because I have to stop by there anyway. And this truck is just as good as the one that I left at this bridge, so. I don't know if, I imagine, but I don't know for sure if this vehicle is any sturdier than your standard pickup truck. I would imagine it would be, because it is a military one. Oh, so like that there, that mishandled gun, you could have killed somebody. That's because I have people that don't have their shooting skill up. There are certain things like that where, like, if you have somebody with like a low skill, then they might not, or then something like that could happen. But yeah, there's very little reason.
Listen to this. I recorded it a little while ago. If you're hearing this, we could use some help.
Yeah, whatever.
Sounds like
But yeah, I would
there's
imagine
a
since this is
I went off
considered
to
a
the
military vehicle,
Here's the location.
that it would probably be stronger than the pickup trucks, but, you know, whatever. All right. So yeah, like I said, that right there, much easier to get through than the other end. The other end is significantly harder to get through with a vehicle, just because of like all the crap that's at the entrance, which I imagine has something to do with that mission there where you blow up the gates just to make that a little bit easier or something, but
Hey, thanks for showing up.
So this mission here actually has different outcomes to it.
Something's been bothering me. I can't quite shake it. People been looking at Becca and whispering a lot lately, and then there was that whole thing where the sheriff kept calling her Alex. I don't know. Maybe it's none of my business, but if you happen to run into him, could you ask him what he knows? I really like this girl. I just want to make sure I'm not making a mistake.
I'm on it.
Thanks. You obviously don't mention this to Becca, right?
Of course not.
I'm actually surprised that we got this mission so soon after the other one. I mean, obviously the other mission was nothing special, but it's just generally the main missions take some time to pop up. But yeah, this one, I think it's the, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one that you actually have different outcomes for. That actually affects anything.
Survivors who cannot reach the
Oh, I also-
Marshall Municipal Courthouse should contact us on this frequency. We'll make every effort to get you an escort.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot. I mean, you just get in a vehicle, you drive over there, and you drive back. I mean, if it wasn't for all you guys' assumptions that vehicles were dangerous, because once again, you know, in real life, yeah, you know, dangerous, make a lot of noise. They would run out of gas eventually, and shit like that. But because of video games, it's really not that hard to go and get somebody and bring them over to you. But yeah, usually these missions do take a little bit more time to build up. Hey, buddy.
All squared away?
I'm looking for Carl. Anybody seen him?
The sheriff? Yeah. He went out about an hour ago. Said he was going to hunt down this feral bastard that's been stalking our patrols. I don't know how long he'll be, but I can tell you where to look.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's go find Carl. But yeah, now the whole map's opened up. There are some locations up there. Like I said, there are a lot of military stashes up there. There's like a downed helicopter like right away when you first cross the bridge. There's a lot of military setups within the fairgrounds that you can go to. Oh my. And because of that, you can get a huge amount of ammo, supplies. You can get a huge amount of guns, and like good guns too, like fucking grenade launchers and shit. You know, like the best guns in the game. Like that's, if you want guns, that's where you fucking go to get them. Which makes sense since it is, you know, the end game area. You know, it doesn't unlock right away, so it does kind of make sense that you wouldn't get. Or that, you know, that's where they would be. Oh yeah, this restaurant here is also an outpost. You would think its location would make it desirable because, like, it's in the middle of Marshall, which, for quests, yes, it is very desirable if you're focused on the main quests and not so much survival because of its location. Like, the law is right there. It's not any further to the Wilkersons than anywhere else is, you know, shit like that. But as for like an actual place to defend, it's not the best. Oh shit, my screen just went black. Oh, because my game crashed. All right, that was weird. I don't know where exactly that autosave would have been. I think that's the first time this game has ever crashed on me. I have no idea what would have caused it either. Shame. Oh yeah, we're getting pretty close to the end of the game. I think this is the last Grange mission, which means that there should be one more mission for the law after this, and then one more for the Wilkerson. Or there might be two more for the Wilkersons. Because I don't think we did the one yet where we had to go and give them, like, we go pick up the guy and then he asked us for help to pay off the Wilkersons. Because I don't think we've done that one yet. And then there's one more after that. So I think we might have two more of the Wilkersons. This, I think, is the last Grange mission. Then there's one more for the law after this. And then there's just, honestly, maybe three more for the military before we hit the end of the game. And then we'll switch over to the Lifeline mode, which is a pretty decent mode, but it's a lot more hectic, I guess, maybe, if that's right. I don't know. I won't be able to do stuff in between, because unlike this mode where once you get like a main mission, it just sits there. In the other one, your main mission is to go and rescue people, and if you don't do it within a timely manner, yeah, so they just ask the sheriff, yeah. So I don't even know where. Jurassic Junction, Prepper, Skull, Military SUV. Oh yeah, the Quick Clean. Yeah, there's that one. Sedan, Rally Hatchback. Did they leave it somewhere? It's not actually. Oh, that was a classic sedan. Police Cruiser, high-end exotic. I mean, oh, it's a hatchback. So yeah, I don't even know where the hell where my vehicle went. Oh, military pickup right there. It's outside the fucking thing. All right, do I have, oh, there's another pickup there. That's not too far away. I'll just make a run for that one because I'd rather take that than any of my other vehicles that I have waiting for me here. Because I have this nice safe zone, which is another, in all honesty, doing that, like that crash probably made this run safer because it would have despawned everything since this is considered a safe zone, or I guess it just wouldn't have spawned it. So in all honesty, like if you haven't played the game in a while if you pop on, get all of your, get your snipe zombies up and you get your trap set, and then quit the game and come back, that would honestly probably be better for you, because then it would despawn, or well, I guess just
See something.
fail to
Looks like an
spawn
infestation.
any of the zombies that are within the safe zone, which is obviously a good thing. Alright, so I'll leave this pickup here, which is a shame, because the fact that it was at the gun shop was nice, because it was close by. Alright, so we didn't lose out too much progress. Just gotta talk to Carl here, or Raymond here,
I'm looking for Carl.
asking about
Anybody
Carl, that's
seen
what
him?
it is.
The sheriff? Yeah. He went out about an hour ago. Said he was going to hunt down this feral bastard that's been stalking our patrols. I don't know how long it'll be, but I can tell you where to look.
Appreciate it.
So in all honesty, actually, if we get the rest of these missions for everybody but the military done, I may switch over to the fairgrounds. I would need to find more people in that, but yeah, it might be worth it just because, like I said, the last couple missions are at the fairgrounds, which is obviously pretty useful. Or, well, it may not be at the fairgrounds, but they're like right next to the fairgrounds. All right, do I see Carl in there? Don't, but it's a small place. I don't see anybody. I hear glass breaking, but
Anybody home?
okay, check there.
Consider this one searched.
Dead person in the sink, but that's fine. You can beat on the back of this vehicle all you want. All right, so that one's searched. I want to search these little ones first because some of these buildings are a little bit more annoying to search. Let's just boop, boop. A nice little squish there. Which is weird that, like, squishing them, like those little squirts that they make, are alerting the zombie horde, but I'm assuming it's just because there's, like, one zombie from the horde that's technically close by. Oh, there they all come. Oh my, look at them all showing up. Maybe that's what crashed the game. Because like I said, they did... the game does, as you can tell, lose some frames when you're in the city like this. Because, like I said, they did increase the zombie spawns from the main game. Or from the 360 version. Like, in the 360 version, you could very easily clear out a section of the game so that you wouldn't have to deal with the zombies while you search stuff. Whereas in this one here, they increased the zombie spawns quite a bit. And they remove some of the limitations that the zombie spawns had, like spawning within like a certain radius of you and whatnot. Like they definitely, now it's basically if they're out of sight of you, or if there's a location that you can't see, then a zombie can spawn there. Which has obviously made it a lot harder to oh, there we go, got them. Another one, oh, missed them. I saw them on the mini map, but I couldn't see them in. Got him. Unfortunately, I still see that. Oh no, that must have been just. Oh, maybe not. I mean, I feel like they're stuck in that building, which doesn't surprise me. Like I said, those buildings kind of suck. That's why it's annoying that it's one of the ones that I need to search.
Hello?
Okay, search this side. And got that ninja perk coming
Better
in handy.
look around some more. Consider this one searched.
Yep, better look around some more, but it's searched enough. It's not safe, but it is searched. Try it forward first. Alright. And then I guess the house would be next. Didn't really need to get into the vehicle for that, but whatever. Actually, since that it spawned me back at the base,
Hey,
I probably should have reloaded my gun, unless they did it for me. Nope. That's not a surprise. Oh, God. He's going to be in that fucking building, isn't he? That one that I don't want to search because it's the most annoying one there is.
Consider this one searched.
Oh, fuck. Every once in a while, I forget about my left bumper and X ability being a thing. And I'm running, and then I'm like, nah, I'm going to stop and punch this guy, and then she starts to do the thing. Also, was that a feral that I just saw? No. But yeah, as you can see, like I said, the fucking zombie spawns on this. No, you don't. Are insane compared to what it used to be in the original game. Like I said, in the original game, you would spend like a couple seconds. If you needed to do anything within the city, you just basically spend a couple seconds out front driving back and forth, and like all the zombies that were around you would show up, get run over, and then you'd just be done. And then you could search to your heart's content in like a little area around you. Because obviously they don't really have that anymore. Okay, so see now, like I said, all of these... Where's my... There it is. I can't fucking see anything in these buildings, though. Is that these buildings in particular suck something fierce. There we are. Now then, let's... Okay, so that's just basically a little closet. Yeah? You want to come visit? Okay, I don't know if that was nonsense. By you. Okay, now there. Do I really have to go all the way? I do. Ah, here we are. Oh yeah, because then there's also some locations behind here.
Carl, hey.
Oh, there he is.
Wanted to talk to you for a sec.
Shh. All right. Good. So let's head out now that we got Carl. I'm so glad he was in one of the bottom places. Because I'm not 100% sure. I think there might be a set of stairs in the back that just like has a door and then a set of stairs leading up. And if so, that's great. Because then that means that I could have just used that. But if... I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't... Because like you can... Obviously you can climb the fire escape to get into like the upper floors as well, but I don't know how well the NPCs use the fire escape, and I can't help but assume that it's not well. There does seem to be something big over there, but it's probably just a SWAT zombie. Come on, where are you, you feral fucker? Maybe you're back here. I don't even know what the hell location. Oh, there he is. Goodbye.
Well, that's that then. Now, what'd you want to ask me?
I was wondering what you could tell me about that girl at the Grange. Becca?
Becca? You mean Alex? Oh, hell. I hope I didn't cause her any problems with that. Didn't even think.
So you do know her?
Yeah. Yeah, I know her. Busted her for solicitation and possession often enough.
She was a prostitute.
Mm-hmm. A good kid, though. I tried to get her cleaned up and off the streets, but it never took. Anyway, she wants to call herself Becca now, and that's her business.
Well, thanks for the info. Guess I've got a decision to make.
Look, I don't know what you're asking for, but if you want my advice, some things ought to stay in the past. Anybody deserves a clean slate, it's that girl.
All right. Okay, so I'll actually get out so that he does as well, because we don't need to bring him with us. And I was even nice enough to drop him off at home. You don't have to do that. You can just leave him and he'll run back, but it doesn't really make a difference. All right. But yeah, like I said, this... So yeah, she was a prostitute, but like at this point, it's a zombie apocalypse. Does it really matter? I mean, like if somebody was a serial killer before the zombie apocalypse, that would be important. depending on
Attention,
depending on why they
citizens.
did it, you know.
If any of your loved ones have contracted what's being called black fever, we advise you to quarantine them immediately. While at this stage, the Army does not believe the disease is communicable, its onset is extremely unpredictable.
Oh, wow, that-
Unexpected death will lead to spontaneous reanimation.
I'm surprised that the door. I think I hit him with the door and it actually knocked him down. I'm pretty sure that. Did they change that? Because I thought that that meant that, like, if you did that with the door, that you just lost the door.
How's the... You find anything out?
Tell Quentin everything or advise him to let the past go. Oh, and there we go. So for some reason my character didn't actually say that, but whatever. But yeah, so that one there actually has a choice in it. If you...
You gotta be joking.
I'm confused.
Hey, I'm with you on the whole more support means better odds thing. But the Wilkersons? Really? You seen their rap sheets? Yeah, well, I pulled jury duty the last time Joe Wilkerson...
Oh, what the hell is this now?
So, the sheriff called you Alex.
Shit. I was really hoping you didn't notice that.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, I'm sure you have your reasons for changing your name. And as far as I'm concerned, they're yours. So, yeah, I'm not gonna pry. But if you do ever want to talk about it...
Thank you.
All right.
How's things?
So that's how that goes if you tell him that, right? Now, if you tell him to, you know, ask her himself. Now, if you do tell him everything, he actually leaves, and I think a couple of the other guys go with him, but the Grange just disintegrates. Like, the next thing you hear about them is that they've collapsed and that they're gone. So, like, you can kill all of those people if you decide to tell them the truth. Which, like I said, assuming it was a zombie apocalypse, yes, you would need to know certain things about them. And obviously telling him that it doesn't matter, you know, like having somebody who knows is always good, but you would need somebody who you trusted to make the decision as to whether or not everybody else knew. Because, like, the fact that she used to be a prostitute, it's the zombie apocalypse, who cares? I mean, you wouldn't want to tell, like, that's something that should be kept quiet, because telling people is just going to make either, like, you would have two reactions to that, which is they would treat her differently or they wouldn't. If they're not going to treat her differently, then it doesn't matter whether or not they know. If they are going to treat her differently, odds are it's not going to be in a good way. There we go. But yeah, then odds are it's not going to be in a good way. So once again, there's no benefit to it. Now, if somebody was like a serial killer, once again, it would depend on what they were, like, why they were killing people. Because, like, serial killers do have a reason for killing people. If they were just a crazy person killing people, yeah, you know, you probably don't want that person as part of your community. Because you don't know that they just won't snap and start killing off members of your own community, community, right?
Now we're gonna kill some zombies the old-fashioned way.
But, you know, if they were a serial killer that was one of those ones that actually had, like, some form of reasoning behind it, it was like, oh, I killed him. Well, all right. I'll admit there are very few ways that a serial killer would benefit and not hinder anybody in a situation like this. But you get what I'm saying anyway. There are certain things that would still come into play during a zombie apocalypse that you would then have to worry about. And then there's certain things that wouldn't. Like I said, the fact that she's a prostitute doesn't matter. Like I said, because if you told people...
Try not to attract too much attention.
Then they might start seeing her differently as, like... And like, you'd either have ones that wouldn't trust her anymore because, you know, she sold her... You know, you get, like, the ones that were really offended or whatever by prostitutes. And then you get ones... that would then try and take advantage of the fact that she used to be a prostitute, which is also not good, or which is also not good. You know.
Try and reload when it's safe.
Come on. And actually, since we're here, we may as well clear out this.
Thanks.
I feel a lot more confident now.
Clear out this infestation as well. So yeah, like I said, there'd be no benefit in telling people that, you know. Oh, yeah. And then there'd be certain things where it's like, oh, you know, somebody, you know, like assault or something, like domestic assault or whatever, you know, like that's not necessarily something that you that's not necessarily someone you'd want to get rid of, but it's definitely somebody that you would want to then keep a little bit closer eye on. You know, and like if somebody was into drugs and whatnot, you know, obviously it's going to be a lot harder to get their fix. And is there a fucking person in there? Alright. Is that... I mean, that's the, Oh, that isn't actually a screamer. It says that the screamer's dead, but I don't know who killed it. Oh, fuck you.
Area secure.
The hell are you?
Come on.
Oh, that's Sam.
We could use your help over here. How about it?
Oh, well, no, that's what you're doing. Well, what happened to the other guy
Let's move.
that I had with me? Like, I feel like I didn't complete that quest. Do you not have to take them back home for that, after that quest? Okay, so he's probably not in there. Do you, like, if you're showing people the ropes, do you not have to take them home afterwards? Maybe not, I guess. I guess you showed them the ropes, they should be able to make it home themselves, right? Now, I don't know how this is going to work, because they want me to hunt the feral zombie, but at the same time, all 3 locations are within safe zones, or within the safe zone, so technically it shouldn't have spawned one there. But, I mean, it has to be in one of the locations. Come on. Lay on that horn. Is he really not gonna fucking come out? Come on, you gotta be in one of them, right? Also, there seems to be somebody dead in this one. Oh, this may have been one of the enclaves that collapsed. I did get a message that an enclave collapsed when I first turned this on today. Okay, let's just... Damn it. Got on before I could fucking... There we go. Alright, so since somebody's apparently dead in here, I may as well grab their stuff. It's probably a bunch of junk anyway, but...
I'll run this home.
We'll be ready.
Pop that in there. Now, we already know he's not in there, because otherwise he would have came out, so I may as well... I guess I should check anyway, because you never know. He may be, like, glitched into a floor or some shit. It wouldn't be the first time.
Time to move on.
Okay, there we go. That house is clear, which isn't a surprise, since it was within the safe zone, so they shouldn't have been spawning anything there anyway.
We've got zombie activity at 3 o'clock.
Man, a lot of SWAT zombies now. I think that they might show up a little bit more in the late game, just because there's a lot more, like, odds are once you've got to the late game, you might be using guns a bit more in that. So then they have the SWAT zombies, which you cannot kill with a gun no matter what you do. Okay, not hearing anything.
Time to move on.
Yep, that's also clear. Oh, fucking... Come on, Sam, we only got one more. We got the Savini residence, which, once again, was in a safe zone. So, I mean, it's got to be there, then. And it just must not have came out when I honked. Now, I don't hear it. I don't... Oh,
Hands
my...
up. Zombie activity at 3 o'clock.
I was going to say, I didn't hear it at first. Boop.
Got him. Fucking sweet. I'm done here.
The ferals are actually pretty hard when they actually come out on, like, the road or something, because they do like to dodge. Well, I say hard. I mean, they're not hard. They're hard to hit. But they're not, like, any more dangerous than anything else. But, like...
Crack open a cold one for you.
When they're jumping over a wall or anything like that, it's like, well, I know where you're about to land, so... There There we go. Recovered a fallen backpack, which doesn't really... I mean, it gives you a little bit of happiness, but overall it doesn't really do a whole lot. So, what else we got? We got Seek and Destroy, an infestation. That's fine. Don't really care. We got an infestation up there. Still don't care. Alright, so that's all we can do right now. We're at 40 minutes, so technically we would have 5 minutes left, but I'm not really that worried about it. So we'll just end it now. And yeah, that'll be it for this part. We got a couple more main missions done. Only a few more to do. Like I said, that was the last one for the Grange, because depending on how you do that determines whether or not the Grange remains a thing. We have one more for the Law, which is just a very quick one. We got 1 or 2 more for the Wilkersons, and then we got 2 or 3 more for the military. But I'm not sure if the military ones will show up before the other ones are complete. But thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.